What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I am here with the pay-per-view known as All Elite Wrestling All Out. All Out is in the books. It happened on Saturday, and I just finished watching it, and it was an oofy. It was an oofy poopy scoopy. Uh, it was, yeah. We gonna talk about it. Uh, Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share all that good stuff in the book, and we're gonna dive right into this. Oh man, it was so they had two matches on the buy-in. Match one was Joey Janela going against Serpentico. I thought his name was Serpentico, and I had to relook it up, and it was Serpentico, so I got it. Um, this match wasn't long. It was probably about maybe 9.5, 10 minutes, and it was decent stuff for for the pre-show. It was good stuff. Um, Joey Janela got like a lot of early offense in, and then he went to the outside. Luther was kind of distracting him. He beat up Sonny Kiss, who was with Joey Janela, because they're tag team partner. He beat up Sonny Kiss. He distracted Joey Janela and got Serpentico to get in there. He got some good moves in there. Referees were talking about how much Joey Janela was in pain because he had this match with Jericho on the Wednesday before. But he was kicking out of one at all costs. He was kicking out of one. It didn't to 5 minutes into the match. The next 4 minutes is when he was kicking out of two, and he did tossed him off the top turnbuckle. He did this nice suplex on him from the top turnbuckle for a two. But in the end though, Luther tried to go after Joey Janela again. Sonny Kiss came in, gave him his receipt, popped him. Joey Janela slammed. I think he kicked Serpentico in the head. He dropped, and then he played to the crowd for 25 seconds. Went on the top, hit an elbow for the 1-2-3. Joey Janela wins, and then after the match, he was talking about how he was gonna all the big guys in in that casino battle royal better watch out because he's there and he's gonna beat up everybody. So the match was fine. I give it a C plus. It was fine. There was nothing wrong with the match. It was good stuff in there, but I didn't really know who Serpentico was. That's just my ignorance for not watching AEW Dark. But I didn't think that Joey Janela was going to lose this match at all. It was clearly obvious who was going to win. Just like who was clearly obvious who was going to win this other match. Oh, no, I don't want to say that because it could have went either way. It was Dark Order's John Silver and Alex Reynolds versus Private Party. I just assumed that Private Party was going to win. Babyface wins during the buy-in, to make the crowd happy and get them excited and stuff like that for the main card. And this match was good stuff. I love John Silver and Alex Reynolds. They're so good. They're so good as a tag team. Their offense is really, really good. They worked on Mark Quinn's leg during the whole thing. There was no interference or anything. It was just a really good back and forth tag team match. There was a thing where there was this one spot where they were setting up for the silly string. Cass and Mark Quinn, they were setting up for the silly string. And then when they went to do it, I think John Silver did double stomps while Mark Quinn was going out. I think he did double stomps to him outside the ring. And then they did that the crazy knee to face wheelbarrow, German suplex, Superman uh, spot for a 2 count on Mark Quinn. That was amazing. Um, in the end, they hit Gin and Juice. Oh, you know what happened? Okay, I remember what happened. They tried to hit Gin and Juice the first time, but he got like kicked. He like got kicked outside the ring. Like he was on the outside and he like kicked him out the ring, and then they did all that spots. But in the end, they did hit the Gin and Juice. Very great move. I loved it. Great move and a great name for the win. So this could be where a thing where Private Party could probably move up in the rankings because I don't think they're in the top five, but I think maybe this pay-per-view match will probably put them in the top five because they deserve to be in the top five. But though, so does Dark Order. They're so good. They're so good. Another match that should have been on the buy-in, but for whatever reason it wasn't. I guess fan backlash was like mad that it wasn't on the main card. So they put it on the main card and they made it the first match of the main card. So it was like technically it's just an extended thing, but whatever. It was Britt Baker versus Big Swole. This match was fine. Oh, by the way, I give that the tag team match. I give it a B minus. It was good stuff. I enjoyed it. Anyways, this match, it was fine. Big Swole, she's in the car. She has a referee, and she's the ref was like, "You sure this is it? This is the place?" She was like, "Oh yeah, this is it." She's talking trash all the way. You talk trash is good stuff. My girl Rebel, poor Rebel. She was getting beat up left and right during the whole match. She was just getting. She was like, "Oh, I need you to sign this," and like her head was down, and she was like, "Oh," she was like, who is this?" And she was like, Swole, Big Swole. She was like, "Oh, Britt, she's here!" And then she popped her with the clipboard with the paper on it. She went to search for Britt Baker. Britt Baker was stalking her like a weirdo. Big Swole went in this one room and there was like blood in there. It was like weird, like somebody like she was just pulling teeth. She went in and she like opened up a cabinet and there was those teeth chattery things that just like those teeth that just go like this, stuff like that. There was like a whole cabinet full of that. Britt Baker came from behind, got her diploma, popped her with it. They brawled. There's some swinging neck breakers. They went to the dumpster. Reba got thrown in the dumpster because again Reba got beat up during the whole thing. She got popped in the dumpster. Britt Baker was yelling for her. I don't know why you yelling. You in a dumpster. What you yelling for? Big Swole was like, "Oh, she can't help you. She not here. She can't help you." And she put her in the wheelchair. She took out the wheelchair. Rebel came back somehow. She had like a banana, some garbage on her hair. She got beat up again. She had like some Nova, like a needle. I guess it was like tranquilizer needle, like that stuff that you put them in there to like knock them out. Like they do too much and they over exaggerating and do all that crazy stuff and they just pop the needle on them and you like pass out. She handed that to her and she went to stab her with it, but of course Big Swole, she reverses it, she takes it and she does it, and then she's like, ah, and then she has Dirty Dancing on Reba, Dirty Dancing on Britt Baker. Knocks her into the chair. She gets, I guess, laughing gas. Pours her on her face. She's knocked out. Your winner, Big Swole. And then, like, 10 seconds later, Britt Baker's up and she's crying and stuff like that. Oh, Boofy. Man, this, it wasn't horrible, but, like, in terms of cinematic matches, this wasn't it. This was probably bottom of the barrel of this is probably worse than the Adam Cole and whatchamacallit one. What's his name? Velveteen Dream. It was probably worse than that one. It's probably worse than the Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano one. Those were the lower ones, and this one was way worse than all of that. I'm gonna give it a C plus. It was there. It wasn't the worst, but it was just like they probably would have been better off if they would have just did like a no disqualification match or something like that. But the tooth and nail match, that ain't it, Chief. Hope you never do it again. Next up was Young Bucks versus Jurassic Express. Young Bucks and Jurassic Express. They had the 8-man tag match on Wednesday. Whoever won that match, the two winners would face each other at All Out, and whoever won that, number one contender for the AEW Tag Team Championships. This match was, again, it was good. It was pretty good. It was not bad. Young Bucks really don't have bad matches, and so they were like really aggressive. I don't want to say they're heels, but they're really aggressive. They did play the non-baby faces in this match, and it was great. Jungle Boy is trying to offer a handshake. Matt Jackson's like, get that garbage out of here. We don't do handshakes around these parts anymore. Forget you. And so Jungle Boy was doing the fancy stuff, and getting the upper hand on the Jacksons. They were getting frustrated. Marco Stunt is on the outside laughing at him with his little with his crutch. He's just laughing at him and stuff like that. There was a spot where they were working on the big man. It was working on Luchasaurus. In the beginning, Luchasaurus was he was eating the hits. He was clotheslining people. He was hitting moonsaults and all the good stuff. But Young Bucks shut that down. They broke him down. Tag team wrestling type stuff. There was a spot where Matt Jackson, I think it is, did the Northern Light suplex. Does that spot where he does multiple Northern Light suplexes on Jungle Boy. And then I think he went to give him. I think what they attempted to do was to do like the suplex. They do, if you see wrestling, they sometimes do a spot where you do a superplex from over the top rope, and then you like land on the feet, and then you do another one. Like it takes strength. Like Cesaro does it all the time, and it takes like good strength to do it. They attempted to do that, but it kind of didn't work out. It kind of seemed like they wanted to do that. And then they wanted to do it like laying on his feet, and he wanted to continue the Northern Light suplex, and then the suplex off the on the outside the barricade. But it kind of didn't work out that way. But it was a very ambitious spot anyway. But they kind of like fell over the top rope, and then Nick grabbed him. He did the Northern Light suplex again, and then suplexed him. But still, it does take a lot of midsection strength, core strength to do that, which I wouldn't have been able to do. So, shout out to him anyway. There was a spot where Jungle Boy does his he does the thing with Luchasaurus. He grabs him. He goes on the rope, and he like jumps over, and he does like a super hurricanrana. He did that. That was good stuff. There was a good spot where the Jackson had Luchasaurus kick. Luchasaurus was running wild a little bit, and then he went to do a hot tag to no, I lied. I take it back. Jungle Boy was getting beat up, and then he had knocked Matt off or something like that, and then he went to get that go do hot tag to Luchasaurus, and then Nick, boom, super kicked Luchasaurus off of there, and then I think it was the other way. I think Matt super kicked him. The Jacksons, they confused me. I think Matt super kicked him. Yeah, he super kicked him, and then he was on the apron. He was clapping. He was like, "Oh, come on, get your boy," and Marco Stunt grabbed a hold of Matt's leg because I think they went to go to for the Meltzer driver or whatever, and Marco like held his leg down, and Jungle Boy got the roll up for two. Uh, that was a good spot because later on, when the Bucks had the upper hand again, they're about to win. Before they do, Matt goes, he gets out the ring, goes around, he points at Marco, he's like, "Hey, yeah, you remember what you did earlier when you had my foot? Yeah, you remember when you did that?" Super kick him right in the face. That was great. Oh, that was good stuff. Anyways, end of the match. Uh, the Bucks they hit like a lot of moves on Jungle Boy, but Jungle Boy just like he won't give up. This time, Luchasaurus is already he's out the picture. He got thrown away to the outside. So they're trying to hit moves on Jungle Boy. They're going for like the somersault 450 thing. He kicks out. I think they tried bang for your buck and they kicked out. They attempted the being the elite V trigger knees that Kenny and Ibushi does. They tried that the first time, but they missed it. And then I think they maybe hit the Meltzer driver. Or they hit a 450. They hit something, and they thought it was over, and they kicked out. And in the end, they hit the golden trigger knee foot thing, and that was enough to get the win. The uno, dos, and tres. This match was fine. I'll give it a B plus. It was good, but like it was really long. It was like really long, and yeah, it was just long. I think that was really the problem with the show, that the matches were fine. Well, I take that back, but for the most part, the matches were fine. It's like just the two tag team match. This one and the 8-man tag and the other and the world tag team. They were just really long for no reason. But what wasn't long, and this is the controversy match that we gotta talk about it, guys. Matt Hardy versus Sammy Guevara, and what is it called? The extreme broken rules match or something like that, or a broken rules match, which was just pretty much a falls count anywhere match or a last man standing match or something like that. It's pretty much what it was. I think it was just a last man standing match. They call it a broken rules match. Dum. So yeah. Matt Hardy. So they okay. Matt Hardy's music comes up. Matt Hardy doesn't come in the ring. They're in the back. Matt Hardy is like, "Hey, come on, you coward! Come on, Sam, you coward! Show up and stuff like that." So of course they go back to the Stampede match where Matt Hardy ran Sammy Guevara over with the golf cart. Sammy Guevara has a golf cart. They start the match. Chases Matt Hardy. He misses. They brawl a little bit, and then they get on the forklift, and then they do they do like a spot where Matt Hardy was going to do a side effect on Sammy Guevara, and they're pretty up high. Matt's going to do a side effect on Sammy Guevara. Sammy Guevara reverses it, tackles Matt Hardy from the top, from up there, through a table, and the back of Matt Hardy's head hits the concrete floor. So this is a pretty bad spot. Clearly, he wasn't supposed to go. His head wasn't supposed to go through his head wasn't supposed to hit the back of the table. His shoulder and his neck part, that part got the back of the concrete. Matt Hardy was laid out. He was passed out, KO'd, automatic concussion. Aubrey Edwards was trying to call the match. He did the whole X thing, call match off, bell rings, and I was like, man, that's horrible. That sucks. But just rule it no contest. You make the decision. No contest. Let Matt Hardy heal up, come back, one final match, 1-on-1, have Matt Hardy go over or whatever like that. Even commentary was saying, it kind of sucks, and they're going back through the like the cameras, like the replays, and it was doing. I was like, ooh, that didn't look good, and like they were trying to Sammy Guevara was trying to pick him up, but like Matt Hardy kept like falling on his kept falling, and it was just like everyone was like, no more, it's over, and Sammy Guevara was like, I'm not done with him. I guess they were like trying to play it up. Sam was like, I'm not done with him. I'm not done until I end him and stuff like that. And then Matt Hardy like stumbles, get up a little bit, like, no, it's not over. I'm fine. Continue. And it's like the doctor checks on him. It's like, no, you do not continue. You like your back of your head. No, you got concussed. You was laid out for like a whole 2 minutes. Like, you do not continue. And for whatever reason, whatever godly reason, they continued the match. And then they continue the match, they brawl, and then they decide, hey, I just hit my head on the concrete from going up. Hey, let's do that again. Let's climb up something again and see if somebody gets hurt again. So they climb up the thing. Matt Hardy almost slips off. He tries to punch him, and then Matt Hardy gives one big punch. Sammy Guevara falls down. Ref counts to 10, and Matt Hardy wins. It was tough, man. I will not grade this. I won't grade it. The match should have been stopped when the back of his head hit the concrete. It should have been over right there. I don't care if Matt Hardy said that. I know there's a thing like back in the 80s or whenever, when you doesn't matter what happens, you continue the match, but that's how concussions happen, and that's how brain cells, brain damage, and all that crazy stuff happens. And that doctor, kayfabe or not, that doctor should have said, no, you no more wrestle. Tony Khan should have came out or did whatever and said, no, this match will not continue. It's over. I don't care what you say. Be mad, be heated, be hot. I don't care. Your safety is more important. That's what they should have did. But instead, they let him continue wrestling, and that is not good. No bueno. So, yeah. And, oh, man. It just seemed like everything after that match was just like... It just felt like it got so long. Like Hikaru Shida versus Thunder Rosa. Bless them for having to go after this. It's like, I'm not gonna say what it's like, but it's I don't want to say this, but it's sort of like what happened with the whole God rest his soul Owen Hart incident. Not to that degree, because of course Matt didn't pass away from it, but it happens at a pay-per-view, and the unfortunate thing happens to Owen Hart, and it's like, well, what do we do? Well, show must go on. And it just like, it was not to that degree, but it was the same thing. It was like, now we saw that, and now they have to continue wrestling, and everybody's like a little uneasy, and it's not the same. That's kind of how it felt a little bit. But yeah, man. They said that Matt Hardy's back and he's all right and stuff like that. They said he didn't have a concussion. Tony Khan said he didn't have a concussion. He was fine. Matt Hardy's wife said he did have one. The whole thing's a mess. But next match is Hikaru Shida versus Thunder Rosa. This match was really good. Unfortunately, they had to go after that. But it's still really good. Thunder Rosa is really, really, really good. Hikaru Shida is really really good. There was a lot of technical type wrestling that went on originally, and then it just turned into like destruction and hard hitting affair from Thunder Rosa. She laid in some good chops. Um, she did really good. I deep in my heart a little bit. I ain't gonna hold you. Deep in my heart a little bit. I wanted her to win. I did. I was like, all right, yeah, we're gonna win. We got this. She didn't win, and I was like, rats. But it was good stuff. There was a lot of knee strikes. There was this one part where Hikaru Shida does her thing where like she takes her opponent to the outside, and then this is where the technical handshake and we like each other and respect each other match turns into it's about winning titles. Hikaru Shida, she had Thunder Rosa out the ring. She goes under the ring. She gets a chair. Of course, she's a babyface. She's not gonna hit Thunder Rosa with a chair. She does her thing where she sets the chair, and she's gonna do her running. She's gonna jump on the chair, and she's gonna do a running clothesline or a drop kick or whatever. Sets the chair up. She starts to run. Thunder Rosa beats her to the punch, and she kicks her, and then Thunder Rosa reverses and she kicks her. Cheetah, she falls. Well scouted, throws her on the barricade, throws her all over the place, and that's where she took over. She was a lot of submission wrestling. Um, Hikaru was going for a lot of knees. Thunder Rosa was reversing it. They were doing a lot of mat-based technical reversing type wrestling matches. Like they scouted each other, did a lot of scouting, even though they uh, really I don't think they faced each other, but it was like they knew each other, like they wrestled each other like a million times. That's kind of how this match was. Um, in the end, though, Hikaru Shida uh, hits her big running knee to get the 1, 2, 3. I give this match a I give it A minus. I'll give it an A minus. It was really good. They worked really well together. And if there was ever a rematch, I would love them for have another one. Probably won't. There's probably one off, but good stuff. Loved it. Good win for NWA. Good win for AEW. Sheeta is number one, and I think Sheeta, Hikaru Sheeta. I think her next opponent is probably going to be Big Swole after what happened. Uh, Next up we have what was next? I don't know which one was next, but I'm going to talk about. We're going to just get into this battle royal because this it's nothing really. They had the casino battle royal. Um, I don't even know where to like the highlights. Like there wasn't really a lot of highlights in the match. Um, this big guy, I don't remember his name. He's a black guy, big black guy. Like Will it. That was the end of Scorpio Sky. He got really no offense in there, which kind of sucks because I love Scorpio Sky. I think Scorpio Sky is great. During the match, they did talk about Scorpio Sky being like one of the most athletic, like pure athletic people in AEW, and they were also saying that one person who could probably rival Scorpio Sky could probably be babyface in the side of heels. Um, we're gonna see what's gonna happen with that. I give this a B. The match was fine. It was good, but it was really long. Scorpio Sky got no love, and that's how I feel. Uh, Dustin did an interview with Tony Schiavone in the back. He was saying that his win was for Cody, and when he comes back, Cody's going to take back what belongs to him, which is the TNT title. And conveniently, Tony Schiavone said, "Hey, I just got this in my ear from Tony Khan. Wednesday, you're going to face Brody Lee for the TNT Championship." And then Cody or Goldust Dustin, sorry, was like, "Really?" He was like, "Oh, thank you." He thanked Tony Khan and pretty much was saying that it's been like a long time since he had gold, and the opportunity like this doesn't come along. And he's gonna take advantage of it, and he's gonna beat Brody Lee. It was a pretty cool fiery promo. Da, 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 da. Then after that, oh my God, we still see. This match was so long. It still got three matches, three matches left, and this is what I was saying that the show was too long. It's 38 minutes in, and whew, still got three matches left. Next up is FTR versus Hangman, Adam Page, and Kenny Omega. Like I said, good match, but long. It was like the thing with this match was it was literally it was like 30 minutes long, but it felt like this match was just going on forever. It was like this match like wouldn't stop. Uh, they had good stuff in it. Like you can't Orange Cassidy versus Chris Jericho in a Mimosa Mayhem, easy for me to say. Mimosa Mayhem match, good stuff. Yeah, it was fine. This match was pretty much playing keep away from the Mimosa. There was a lot of teasers in it, like the head be dipped in there, like the arms and legs. Um, Chris Jericho did a spot where he does his like he goes on a spring, he does like a springboard drop kick, and normally they would fall, but like he hung up on there. Orange Cassidy hung on there. They tried to do like suplexes on there. Very start of the match though, Cassidy like he ran right into a code breaker, which was like I was like they going like this, huh? One side of the Mimosa, Chris Jericho pops Orange Cassidy with the platter. Um, Other side, he's power bombs him to the on the table. Uh, my boy Orange Cassidy, he gets some. I think they call it the orange punch. It was the Superman forearm, but I think they call it like the orange punch now. Which was okay, okay. They call it the orange punch. Um, they tried to do. I think Jericho hit two code breakers. He hit the one at the beginning, and then he hit the one at the top. When he had him, Cassidy swung, went to a springboard, boom, code breaker for another close, really close 2 count. Um, but then and then he hit him with the he put him in the walls of Jericho. Uh, he Orange Cassidy went to go to the reach to the rope. He had the cup. He had like a cup in his hand. He scooped some mimosa, and he had And pretty much that's what MJF did a lot of side headlocks. Uh, saying, "Hey, John, I'm better than you. You can't out wrestle me." And he would slip to the outside. MJF would go to the outside, and MJF John Moxley would try to follow him to go to the outside. He would go inside. He was like, "Hey, come outside." He was like, "Oh, you want me to go outside? Everybody wants me to go." No, I ain't going outside. You must be stupid. So he would go in. He would try to do it again. He'd toss him on the outside, and then he'd jump over the rope and he goes inside. And John, man, almost had him on the outside. Do that type of opponent down. MJF was working on the arm. He was like picking him up. He was slamming him on the ground. He was doing slingshots. MJF. Quickly get some parry. The ref you guys think. Let me know in the comments. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out.